Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Our next guest, an author, real estate mogul, entertainer. Every day she's hustling, baby. You know her from the hit series Shark Tank. It's a pleasure to talk a little business with the lovely Barbara Corcoran. How are you, Barb?
I love it. People haven't called me lovely in years. I like that word. I like it a lot, too. And she's awfully pretty, too.
Yeah, you are. You are one hot mama, and, you could be a sugar mama as well. You're stacked with cash, so I love you, babe.
Ooh, I'm available, but I'll have to talk to my husband first.
All right. Well, hey, this sounds interesting. I love the way this is getting started. Would you say, Barbara, that you're more of an entrepreneur or an entertainer? Because as I watch you, it seems like you just entertain is what you do, and then it turns into money.
You know, we're in the entertainment business. In Shark Tank, we need to get viewership. We need to keep people coming back. So that's pure entertainment. But if I wasn't genuinely myself on that show, it wouldn't be entertaining. I mean, all of us are acting ourselves. We're not actors, actresses. You know, we're just doing what we do well, invest in businesses, and we know a lot about business. So, no, I would say that none of it would work in the entertainment if I wasn't sincerely an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur first, then you entertain. Our guest, Barbara Corcoran, of course, one of the Sharks, and she's up to something new. I like to wear cargo pants, by the way, so I have a lot of pockets. I'm trying to get Barbara in my pocket. What is this new program that you have and new thing that you're involved with? Barbara in your pocket. Tell us more.
It's a platform that I made that does exactly what I've been doing for the last 5 years, which is getting entrepreneurs to be successful. I'm great at it. You have your gifts in life. I don't have many, but this is a big one I have. I know how to give no bullshit advice, and I know when to give it, when to tell people like it is, when to be soft pedaling just a little bit for ego. But I do deep dives into business topics. We have community roundtables because I have a lot of entrepreneurs all reaching for the same goals to be somebody. And we have chat rooms. We have live Q&As where I dive deep into your business, whatever is holding it back. Basically, well, I should have just said it shorter. What I do is I give the entrepreneur whatever they need to get ahead. I'm good at it. I have good instincts on this.
Well, I want to speak on behalf of the first-time home buyers out there. Luckily, I got in when the interest rates were low and the prices weren't so high, and I keep hearing people...
You dirty dog, you. People hate you. Don't tell your friends that.
I know. I'm at 2.65, so it's like, yeah, how you ever gonna beat that?
Even I hate you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I got in at the rock bottom, but I'm feeling so bad for these new homeowners and friends of mine that are like, wow, and envious of me, although the rates are coming down. But I hear people like yourself saying, real estate's just going to keep going up. How can it keep going up? What's going to happen to that first-time home buyer out there if that's the case?
Well, the first-time home buyer is locked out of the market. They're out shopping for houses, and there's no houses around. You know why? Because the people like you who don't want to give up your low interest rate and move on to something better or bigger or a different town, you are in such a good position that you're not thinking, boy, let me get another house at a higher interest rate. So you're locked up. And that's exactly what's wrong with the market. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, everybody envies you, I'm sure, when you mention this. But the problem with the market is there's not enough housing, not enough choices. So nobody's really getting a house, and that's not going to change because now that interest rates are down, a lot more buyers are coming into the market, but we still have the same old problem. The seller doesn't want to sell their home.
Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit. You used the Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of every purchase. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere.
I wanted running music, but unlimited 1.5% cash back is pretty heroic.
Good instincts. Every hero needs a theme song. The Capital One Quicksilver card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
I've heard you say that you got to hire a great broker. What do you look for when you're going after that great broker that might be able to work you a deal where you can actually win in this market?
Not a standard sales pitch of what they're going to do for you. You want to really find a hustler, like kind of like I don't want to say I will say like an animal, maybe dressed up pretty, but you need someone who's super aggressive, who's going to go after something. And when you'll know you have an animal, if you have a broker where you're constantly losing the offers and going back again and the same old thing, that's not the right broker. Brokers find a way. They hustle. They work their way in. They think of a different pitch. They get you up in price. They knock down the seller. They're hustlers by nature. They're like great entrepreneurs, honestly. And I have a lot in my platform, Barbara, in my pocket. And they don't ask me, how do I make this particular deal? But they want to know how to push their business ahead. And I'm telling you, if they're not aggressive, it just doesn't happen. You want to be with an aggressive broker. That's probably a better way to do it. Aggressive versus me calling them an animal, right?
Well,
Sounds a little bit better.
I've heard you say you hire on attitude. Would you say, hire somebody that has a little swagger, has a little attitude?
It's an attitude market. Nobody has an advantage, gets an in on the house over somebody else, but somebody knows how to finesse. And that is attitude. It's a belief that you're going to get it somehow. You're going to do it somehow. And that kind of belief is essential in this market. You just don't want to be teaching someone real estate by them experimenting on your time and you're constantly looking at something again and again. It doesn't pay.
You've said recently that you think ChatGPT AI is going to change real estate. How is that?
It's going to change it because you don't have to do the writing you used to do. You could reach more people. You could sound smarter. Okay, and everybody's using it to redo their profiles, to write their property listings, and it takes the workload off. But unfortunately, that's just a help. Nothing is better than a vital real estate market where you have houses to sell. And so it helps, but what really helps, so what would help is if you would move out of your house, Gentry, and let a nice person buy it who's dying to get a starter home or middle home or whatever you're in. Come on, a luxury home, whatever. Just move it along so we get a real estate market back.
Well, if somebody wants to overpay, I'll be happy to sell this place for 25% above what they're saying it's worth. So come on down. It's available.
Guess what? You bought it, 2 years ago, Gentry?
I bought it in 2020. Everybody was panicking in the pandemic, and I found a fixer-upper, and boy, I did really good. I'm already at like 100% equity in this thing, so it's amazing.
Wow. Well, let me tell you something. You will have no problem making that 25%. Honest to God. The minute interest rates go down with a 6 in front of it, the whole world is going to be grossly overpaying for housing again. So there's not enough houses, and everybody wants them.
Barbara, you talk about failure. Let me tell you this. I may be in a great situation here, now in the early 20s, but in 2006, 2007, I owned 7 or 8 homes, 8 of them, and they all went to foreclosure and short sale. So I definitely have fallen and busted my teeth on the curb. So I know that feeling well. Can you talk about failures and how it's helped you get to where you are?
I wouldn't have gotten to where I was or even near it without the failure I had as a kid. I was a terrible kid in school. I was made fun of. I was told I was stupid. I never said anything. I just hid right through 8th grade until I got out of that jailhouse, which I considered a jailhouse at 3:15. I waited for the buzzer to go off every minute of the day. But you know what I learned? I learned empathy for losers. It made me a great leader. It made me think outside the box because I daydreamed all day long. So by the time I got my job, I was a daydreamer, a professional daydreamer, because I had all that practice time. And I knew how to get people on my side without good grades or without looking smart with my personality. So I learned how to be a Gabby girl in the playtime and in the jobs I had, not at school. So I think failure is a wonderful background, really, and I wouldn't recommend it for a child. It's kind of mean. But having failure in your background and the confidence to get by it, that you're still standing on your feet, gives you great confidence. The only reason I got good at everything I did in business is because I had so many failures. I started to learn not mostly how to get around something, but that I would get around it, that I would come back, and I try harder than anybody else. I keep trying. And that gives you confidence. That's what gives kids confidence, in fact. I wish I had it in school, but I finally got it in business, thank God, early at 23.
So many people, big fans of the show Shark Tank, and I'm curious which shark would be your first hire of all the sharks, if you had to hire one on your team.
Of course, Mark, but I'd be afraid he'd have me working for him, so I probably wouldn't hire him for that reason. Nah, it would have to be Mark. I'd have to get my confidence up to hire the guy, and I have to keep promoting him and overpaying him. But he's a terrific businessman and very easy to work with. We think a lot alike. The only thing I think in millions and he thinks in billions. And that's a real difference.
I know.
I met Shaq once at a show, and he actually came up and kissed my feet. That big man came through the aisle and came up and kissed my feet. I'll never forget it.
Have you ever seen his feet?
They're huge.
Size 22.
Like everything else, right?
You know what they say about guys with big feet, Barbara? You know what they say about those guys, right?
He can't possibly be that big all the way around. No way.
Well, what they say about guys with big feet is they wear big shoes, and he's a Reebok guy, and it's size 22s.
He's coming on Shark Tank as a guest shark, by the way. That's what I heard.
Yes.
I hope it's true.
He's an entrepreneur.
For us. We really need him on Shark Tank.
Without Shaq, I wouldn't be where I am right now. When I went into business with Shaq, one of my biggest struggles and surprises was Shaq didn't give me any money. People think, oh, Shaq's worth $400 million. It should be nothing for him or nothing for a shark to give me $200,000 for 15% of my company. Yeah. But that's not the way the world works. I had to be prepared. I had to have passion. How much of raising money for a startup is being prepared and having passion for the product?
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Well, passion is a good place to start, and for raising money, it's a wonderful thing to have because it often takes the form of great salesmanship. You feel the passion. You want to be in the game with the person. You believe that they're going to make it. But I can also tell you passion is just the start because most people have passion when they meet their wife and they're really hot to trot. And after 4 years of having the same dinner, making the bills, the passion kind of wanes a bit. Okay, and the same thing with business. It won't get you to the finish line. Hard work gets you to the finish line. You have to believe in your dream, of course, but the passion gets you started, and then you think, whoa, what did I get involved in here? And then you got to put the hard work and get over the obstacles and all the objections and rejections along the way. And for that, you need backbone more than passion, and that comes into play. And you also have to have a vision, and you have to be ambitious enough to get there. And not everybody's got that. It's a God-given gift and one that you mature as you get older if you're smart.
What's on Barbara's Christmas list this year? Do you have something that you're asking your hubby for, or what are you hoping is under the tree for you?
I'm going to ask my husband specifically when I work for 12 hours and walk in that door that the first thing he doesn't say in the New Year's is, what's for dinner? Which drives me nuts. Okay? That's what I'm asking him. And I'm asking my 29-year-old son, I have 2 children, I'm asking him for a breakfast a month.
Beautiful.
That's what I want, a private breakfast with him so I see more of him.
Well, I hope he's listening. Barbara, in your pocket, can you tell our listeners how they can engage with this new platform, Barbara in Your Pocket? It's a Patreon, right?
Just go up, Patreon, or you go on BarbaraInYourPocket.com. It's easy to remember, and you sign yourself up.
Barbara, thank you so much. Happy holidays.
My pleasure, Gentry. Nice chatting with you.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.